Hello, my name's Cody Whaley. We're doing a little guided practice here for guitar. We're just gonna get started with some real basic exercises. Just an easy 1, 2, 3, 4 exercise. It's gonna look something like this. Now this looks pretty simple, and you can actually be pretty hard because you go all the way up to the 6th string and back. It actually takes some pretty good finger strength, and it builds muscle a ton, and it's great for warming up. If you're going to start practicing, I definitely suggest doing it to really warm up those fingers. So pretty much what you're going to do, first finger on the 1st fret, and you can actually do this all up and down the fretboard if you want. You can just do it in this position if it's easier, but I like to start on the 1st position, the 1st fret. So you put your 1st finger down the 1st fret, just get on the nice tip of your finger, and then you're just going to play 1, and you're going to leave that down, and you're going to play 2, leave 2 down, and then you're going to play 3, and then leave 3 down and play 4. Now here's where it gets a little bit tricky. So you're going to move to the 2nd string. You're actually going to leave the fingers that aren't moving, you're going to leave those down, which makes it a lot harder and builds a lot more finger muscle quickly. So you're going to leave those down, you're going to go to the 2nd string. So move that 1st finger up to the 2nd string, still on the 1st fret. Play that while leaving those on the 1st string. Move that 2nd finger, move the 3rd finger, move the 4th finger. And then so on and so forth. You go to the 3rd string. You're going to leave those down and just move them as you need. 4th, 5th string, and then 5th string, 6th string, and then you're going to go back down, which is even trickier. You got to make sure you got nice curved fingers here and you're really on the tips of your fingers, so you have space for that string underneath to really resonate. You go down, move 2nd finger, move 3rd, move 4th, it's actually pretty difficult to do it really slowly. Even I have trouble with it. If you do it, I've gotten to where I can do it pretty fast. But starting out, you want to do it nice and slow, nice and easy. Key is make sure you're really accurate. You really get on the tips of those fingers, and you'll probably have to press down decently hard. And then make sure you got some good finger position. Get the thumb on the back of the neck. The thumb's not coming up here. Your hand's not like this. You don't want any of that. Nice and easy on the back of the neck there, so you can get some nice good pressure on that 1st fret. Just go all the way up and then all the way back down to the 1st string. Alright, so close up of that 1, 2, 3, 4 exercise. Again, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold those down and then move that 1st finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way up to the 6th string and back. And then you can add a little wrinkle into it. So instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, you can do 0, 2, 3, 4. So do an open string and then 2, 3, 4. And then you can just change fingers and change them to an open string. So you can do open 2, 3, 4. And then you can do 1, open string, 3, 4, 1, open string, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. So 1, 2, 0, 4, 1, 2, 0, 4, and then just 1, 2, 3, 0. Alright, our next warm up, we're going to do some hammer-ons and pull-offs just to get those fingers really flowing. So again, you can start on the 1st fret or you can start on any fret you want. Start with the 1st finger down, and then you're just going to play it and then hammer on the 2nd finger. Essentially, you're just going to play, and then you're setting down that 2nd finger. And then you can do the same the 2nd to 3rd, so you can put 2nd down and then play 3. So play the 2nd finger and then put the 3rd down. and then you're going to put 3 down and play 4. And you can do it on all 6 strings and go all the way up to the 6th string and then back down. And that's just hammer-ons. Now you can do it with a hammer-on and a pull-off in one fluid motion. So you're just going to do the same as we did before. This time you're going to pull off with that 2nd finger. And pull off, you're actually pulling kind of down and off the fretboard, hence the name pull off. That's just a pull off right there. Now you combine a hammer on and a pull off, you can get some cool sounds, some cool trills. And then do the same thing, 2nd to 3rd finger, and then 3rd to 4th. Again, you can go all the way up to the 6th string and back down to 1st. And you can actually do 1st finger instead of doing just the 2nd finger on the next fret. You can do a little bit more complicated. You can actually do 2nd finger and 3rd finger. It'll really get the fingers going. So you play 1, and you're gonna hammer on 2 and pull off, hammer on 3 and then pull off. Let's see how fast you can get that going. You do the same thing. You can hold 2 down and then do 3 and 4 with your hammer-ons and pull-offs. That one's a real good workout. That one's definitely a hard exercise. 3rd and the 4th finger do not want to be accurate. Your 3rd finger is your weakest and your 4th finger is your most inaccurate, so it really doesn't want to do it. But it's a really good exercise. Really builds a lot of finger strength. Alright, here's a close-up of that hammer-on pull-off exercise. Again, starting with 1, 2, then 2, 3, 3, 4, and then you can do it with the pull-offs. And then with the both fingers on the same fret. Alright, now this exercise is going to be for your right hand. If you're wanting to learn finger style, it's super useful. Helps build those finger muscles and get it to where they're all kind of independent, to where you can do finger style stuff. This is a real basic exercise just to get started with that. So you're going to start by putting these 3 fingers each on these 3 strings. So you do 1st finger down on the 3rd string, 2nd finger down on the 2nd string, and 3rd finger down on the 3rd string. And then you're going to put the thumb down on the 5th string. So what you're going to do 20 of these each. So you're going to start with your thumb, and you're just going to press down and go into the 1st finger. So just 1. You can do that 20 times. Now on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd finger, it gets a little bit harder. So you're going to play the 1st finger, and you're going to pull it all the way back to your palm as far as you can. So you're going to play 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You do that 20 times, leave all the other fingers down, and just pull that one up. And again, just do it real slowly. It's going to be real hard at first, real slowly, and all the way back to the palm. And just do that 20 times. And then you're going to move on to the middle finger and do the same thing. That's a little bit more challenging because the other outside fingers want to really pull. Again, just do it real slowly and make sure to bring it all the way back to the palm. And then obviously onto the 3rd finger, you do the same thing. So shoot that finger all the way back to the palm. So just do it 20 times each, and this will be a great exercise to get working on finger style. Alright, this next exercise, we're going to work on some chord transitions. Try to get a chord transition. This is a really good exercise. You're just going to take 2 chords, any 2 chords you've been working on, or any chords you're working on in a song or whatever, and you're just going to go back and forth between them. So you can take D to G and then back to D. You're just going to get a metronome. You can download one on your phone, super easy, or if you can go buy one or whatever. You can set a just super slow tempo, just like 70. So you can hear that. So just set it super slow, and then you're just start on one chord and then transition to the other. And you're going to try to do one measure each, so 4 beats each, and then switch to the other chord without missing a beat. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So something like that, pretty simple. It's definitely a great exercise. You have 2 chords you're having trouble with in a song. Just pick the chord before the part you're messing up and then the chord after, and just work on going back and forth between those 2 chords. Again, just get the metronome, and it's a super great exercise. All right, the last exercise we're going to do is just a little soloing over some chord changes. So you can just find a backing tracker on YouTube, or this is a cool app I have on Android called iRealB. It's got a ton of backing tracks you can download. Super cool. So you can just load this up, or your backing track, whatever. Let it play, and then you can just solo over the changes. So super cool app. Like I said, if you have Android, I definitely recommend go downloading it. If you don't, you can find a backing track on YouTube or wherever, and just solo over them. Super cool exercise, super great practice, and just try to solo over the changes. Again, just super great exercise. So I definitely recommend you check this one out. All right, well, thanks for watching. Again, my name's Cody. Hopefully some of these exercises will help you out, show you some cool things you can do to warm up, and just some cool exercises. Remember, play every day, practice every day, and keep shredding.